Hey everybody, Small GK. I'm not doing a show tonight, so I thought I'd do a vlog. Because I know some of you can't get enough of me. It's kind of scary, but you just can't get enough of me. So I thought I'd give you at least a little snack. Even if you're not going to get a full course meal. I did 5 shows this week. What is going on with that? I feel like I'm on Broadway. I'm not even getting paid a cent. I need to set up one of those donate buttons like everybody's got. They're all a bunch of just used car salesmen, these online personalities. I need to get some kind of setup like that going so I can start getting some donations from some patron lady bountifuls out there. I was doing five shows in a row. Good God, I'm so exhausted. You have no idea. You have no idea. And besides, nothing's happened today. That whole, what are they, Blog Fest, whatever they're doing out there in Las Vegas, I have kind of mixed feelings about it. I thought last night was killer. I thought the Palin speech was terrific, even though she's kind of doing her stand-up comedian routine. Palin has, I think she has hidden aspirations. I mean, I don't know if she knows it herself, but I think part of her really wants to be a stand-up comic. I swear to God. But she's funny. She's very funny. And Michelle Malkin was terrific. I watched that after last night's show. I watched the complete Palin after the show, and then I watched the complete Malkin after the show. Both of those speeches were terrific. But today's was a little bit not as interesting to me for some reason. I guess part of it was because the panel that I saw had all really big names on there talking about blogging, and no offense to any of them, because, I mean, I like all of the people that were on the panel, but they're all kind of big names, you know, and I'd be much more interested in people who are famous on Twitter. I would love to see a panel with, like, Ketter on it. As horrific as he is, I mean, it would be great to actually hear him speak. You know, I would love that. I think I would prefer that a little bit more. You know, some of these Twitter personalities that everybody follows have really kind of made a name for themselves out of nowhere. Those people, I think, are more interesting. I mean, no offense, but I mean, I see SE Cup plenty. You know, Jonah Goldberg's on TV all the time. We already know who they are. And I kind of felt like they weren't the best people to go to on the subject. So I was a little tired of it. And I'm also kind of tired that it's kind of getting to the point now where it's like, here's how you tweet. And maybe that's an idea. I could become like the Dave Ramsey of tweeting. Well, some people think Follow Friday is a waste of time, but Follow Friday is an effective marketing tool to market your tweeting brand. Yeah, I could do that sort of thing. I'm just at a loss. So anyway, I started kind of getting bored with. I started kind of getting bored with it. Now, Steve Bannon's film premiered last night, and I'm dying to see it. How am I going to see it? How am I going to see it? It's you know, it's never going to be in New York City. It will never be in New York City. I mean, maybe I can get in some kind of like a screening like I did last time for the Undefeated. But I don't know. I mean, am I on some list somewhere? I doubt it. So we'll see. Maybe I should suck up to Gary Eaton. He can maybe he can. He's probably already sucking up to get. He already probably did the music for it to get a free seat. How am I going to get a seat to that thing? I mean, you know, there'll be like one private screening in New York. Think about it, people. Get me into that. I want to see it. I don't want to wait until like October and get it on the DVD. So we'll see, because you know darn well there will be no screening of Occupy Unmasked in the New York City tri-state area. There will never be a screening here. So anyway, That's where we're at. But I'm glad that Bannon had another success because I think he's terrific. I really do. I don't think Stephen Bannon knows quite what to make of me. I told you what he told me when we met each other. He said, I know who you are. I said, you do? He goes, you don't forget that beard. Yeah, I have a big beard. That's what identified me in Stephen Bannon's mind. People were saying that Stephen Bannon wasn't appropriately dressed for Blog Festival. I thought he looked fine. The thing that I like about Stephen Bannon is that he's so no-nonsense and unpretentious. He's an intellectual, but he's not pretentious. And I just like the fact that he just kind of shows up for things like that. Stephen Bannon is real. He's really real. Even when he's going on about how he's not too sure about gay people, I can see his point. I appreciate that he's honest. But anyway, I do want to see that picture. What else is happening? HBO is going to take out George Bush's head that accidentally they just had laying around, so they thought they'd put it on a pike. It's handy. It's handy. Throw a fright wig on it. We just got a fright wig here. Happen to have it here on the set. Wasn't that filmed in like Malaysia or something, one of those Barack Obama countries? That sequence. I don't know. But I don't want to be accused of being racist again, like Super Mexican accused me of being racist yesterday on Twitter. I said something like, all those new Mexican Americans, they'll be like taking all the jobs and they won't pay as much. And they're like, they're racist. And it's like, I was like, well, I don't know what to call them. I didn't know what to call those new illegal illegals. I guess that's the term, the legal illegals. Newly legal? I tell you though, I am not apologizing because I think they're full of crap. And here's the deal. You don't call yourself Mexican American. You call yourself American of Mexican descent, or American who happens to be of Mexican descent. It's America first, not Mexican first. If I'm a small G gay, you guys should be small M Mexican, if you ask me. So those are my 2 cents. I blocked him. I don't put up with anything. You know what just another Mo said? He said, I pull hair. It's true, and I block at the bat of an eye. I'm like Roseanne. That's the only thing about Roseanne that I agree with. She blocks people. Life is short. I'm not going to spend my free time arguing with people I will never meet on Twitter. I'm sorry. I think Kyle's kind of tired of politics. I can totally understand why. I'm kind of feeling the same way. It's one of the reasons why I'm not even doing a show tonight. What am I going to do? Talk about the head on the pike for 30 minutes? Nothing is happening. Romney said something that you might think means this or might think means that. We're all just waiting for Obama to dole out more goodies. You know something, though? You know something, Mo? You know something, though? That whole deal with the executive order, Romney's actually right about that. All of Obama's executive orders, like everyone's going on. I mean, first of all, it is BS because laws like these should be laws. That's the deal with executive orders. They can be changed by the next president, and often are. You know, they only last as long as the president's the president. Next president could go right in there and change all of Obama's executive orders, and there have been a lot of them. Oh, the media go on and on. Can you believe the media? Can you believe the media? Yeah. I could care less about any of them. Oh, this is Adam Sandler, by the way. I have him up because I really like Adam Sandler. He's a conservative, as most of you probably know, which really makes me like him. And I also like him because he's so unpretentious. I want to see his movie as well. That's my dad. That's my boy. That's my boy. Yeah, that's my boy. I want to see that almost as much as I want to see Occupy Unmasked. Well, that might be exaggerating. Let's face it, Adam Sandler is for Redbox. But I love the fact that he is who he is, that he's comfortable in his own skin, and that he's silly, and he makes people laugh. There aren't many stars like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? He's like a Jerry Lewis. He just makes really silly movies. And I really like that someone's doing that still. And I really like the fact that the pretentious critics have to sit through those movies the same way they would love to sit through a Lars von Trier picture. They have to sit through Adam Sandler, Jack and Jill. They have to sit through these movies, and they act like it's the most unfair thing imaginable. They go on, and they whine about what a horrific experience it was, that their delicate socialist sensibilities were exposed to the vulgarity that is Adam Sandler. And I love that. I love reading about how they want to gouge their eyes out. They always say something like they want to put pins in their eyes or something. It just gets to be this like masochistic, metrosexual whine fest. And I love it. So anytime an Adam Sandler film is released is a cause for celebration. There was a period, when I was first getting off drugs and alcohol, and the small G gay inside me was awakening. When I would just tell people, I get so tired of pretentious New York people, and all these online brats. They would always whine about 3 people back in around 2000. They'd go or 2001. They whined about 3 people. One of them was animated. Adam Sandler, Meg Ryan, and Jar Jar Binks. And I love all 3 of them. Even Jar Jar. I thought Jar Jar was charming and delightful. I should be thinking. I thought he was adorable. Those big rubber arms of his swinging around, and those goofy ears, goofy web ears, and that long tongue getting caught in the electric field. That kind of humor is great. It reminds me of the Midwest. I'll bet you dollars to donuts that Adam Sandler movie is playing right now in my hometown. I may go see it. I may go see it this weekend. I'm out of time, America. And but we'll be doing lots of new shows for you next week. Trust me. And I'm going on vacation at the end of the month. We'll see what I'll do. I mean, I'm taking my computer with me. I'm going back home, but for a little while, and we'll see what I can do, because maybe I can still broadcast from there. I'm sure I can, but it's just going to be a matter of the time and, the children, and all these other factors. I may vlog during that period. We'll see what happens. I'll talk to you later. Bye.